y'all feeling?
Good, man. No.
Feeling great, bro.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, let me ask y'all, how did this battle even get put about? How did this come about, man?
I actually reached out to Loso to dance. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that I'm pretty sure that we both probably wanted to lock in was either busy or they wasn't on the card, or they
Mm.
on the card battling other people. So I mean, we always talked about battling, period, but we figured, we gonna do our own time. But I figured, what better time than now?
That's how you looking at it, Loso?
Yeah, we were supposed to, I spoke to Jerry about this, but I don't know if the people know this. We were supposed to lock in like a year, like 2019 for Volume 4. And even ever since like I came on URL, there's been talks about trying to get me and Jerry to lock in. And so Jerry, I don't know if you remember after the Snake Eye Saga battle, Jerry came up to me and he was like, "Yo, we kind of like going like this, you know what I'm saying? We gonna meet at a spot or whatnot." And
Yeah,
so
facts.
when Gnome popped off, obviously I was trying to get on Gnome after the Vixen and Test battle, and then Jerry was in the tournament. So Jerry, he was kind of making some stuff work or whatnot. He asked me about it. I remember they was trying to go back between Jack Boy and Jerry, but we locked in with Jerry. So we here, man.
All right, let me ask you this question, Loso. How you feel about Jerry in the tournament?
Man, I actually thought that battle with him and Swamp was closer to what people were making it.
Yeah.
And I had Jerry beating Swamp too going into it. I had him beating into. I gotta watch it again, but I did have him beating Swamp going into the tournament.
And Jerry, after that battle happening, how you feel about how the decision went on Ultimate Madness 3 with that happening before Gnome, you going into Gnome?
I mean, it's in the past. I mean, I really don't really try to focus on, situations like that. Once it happens, it happens. Because I'm more so of a battler. I put my content out there, and it's for the appreciation of the people. So you go
Yeah.
out there, you put your work out there. It's gonna get replay value regardless. But battle rap ain't as competitive as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about delivering your material a certain way or just having a bigger moment than your opponent.
Yeah.
So my whole goal is always to go out there, give them something to remember, but still rap at the same time. So being unknown is just like just giving another opportunity just to do it again.
I feel you. I feel you. Now, with
And
y'all,
did you really? And that's the thing, DNA. Did you really lose if you don't know? I
no.
mean, I know you don't get the 100K, but
I mean, yo, as long as you go there and perform and you get another battle, you never really lose, man. Unless that shit stops.
I think about it like this: it's all about your brand, your stock, who you are, and the work you're putting in. Because
Mm-hmm.
one battle, sometimes it don't really determine. It don't. It determines. It doesn't determine. Who you are. A bad battle and a bad battler is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different things. Because what I think a lot of people don't understand is, like what we go through, you know, before we have a battle. Like people don't sometimes forget that we humans too. Like we may have jobs or kids or health issues or whatever we got going on, and we that can't be our excuse to be out there no matter what it is. A
Yeah.
fan could miss a battle and it's not a big deal, but the battler miss a battle, it's a whole, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason that it is. So like at the end of the day, I just feel like it's who you are in the game. Like when you're solidified, like even for you, for example, Dan, that you're so solidified that even if you have a bad night, it doesn't do nothing to your stock or your career because you're not known for that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're allowed a slip up or a hiccup or a bad. You're allowed that you put in so much work. You're allowed to be human. You can't be human when you want to grind. You have to be invincible when you want to grind. And
Yeah.
once you up there, your faults and your problems are less. It's less consequences for them. So I don't think it really has the effect on them. Because once you want to know them, that all that just shows is that you just solidify.
Nah,
You're worth it.
nah, that was put very well. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, with y'all two battling with so many, you know what I'm saying, different stuff. Y'all got two totally different styles without giving much away. How do you fare Loso in terms of everybody else that you battled before? Like on a scale of being one of the toughest.
No pun intended, but next to John, I feel like Loso is one of the best anglers.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being an angler, what we do have in common, even though our styles are different, we're both tacticians. So we both going with the mindset of even if the opponent has a crazy kind of strength, we're just not gonna let you kill us. We always have a exit plan, a contingency plan for everything. So with him on his side, it's more so his angles, the way he crafts it, and his delivery. He has very smart delivery. Very smart delivery. So he can take anything and put it together in a way where it's said in a way it's like, oh yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. That was crazy. That was hard. So really just his angles is one of the most dangerous things for me. He has very, other attributes, but that to me is one of the most dangerous things about him.
And Loso, where do you fear Jerry in terms of the other people you battle?
I think for me, what I'm prepping for, obviously people know him for the punching, but they don't understand like how much that can affect like the crowd and also the fans at home. So for me, I gotta match like the level of wittiness he has, because for me, I'm not gonna watch the Swamp battle because I know that's not his best performance. What I'm gonna go study his Danny Myers performance. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna study his John performance. Like I'm gonna study those performances where Jerry is like relentless with his punches and stuff like that. And for me, I want that to kind of put like a healthy fear in me. So like when I'm prepping my material, I'm like, yo, I gotta keep up. So with Vixen, I knew she was kind of like real aggressive and stuff, so I needed to go ahead and compensate. Chess, I knew he had a certain content, so I wanted to compensate with that. So for Jerry West, I know he likes to do something, and so what I like to more than 9 times out of 10, what I like to show the fans is like, yo, I'm gonna still do me, but I'm gonna show you like I can rap on their level, whatever level it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to push my pen to rap on that level as well. So Jerry's just one of those dudes that, I mean, the rums, the abs. I know he don't get talked. I know he don't get put in that conversation a lot, but when it comes to back-to-back punching, it could get real spooky for your opponent real quick.
Jerry, let me ask
you. Way too, yeah. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. What I was going to ask you was, a lot of people, I asked Loso this right before you came on, a lot of people is saying this is not the gnome they expected. They wish it was more names on there. It's too many new guys. The battles aren't main event feels. How do you feel about, I'm saying, people in the culture talking like that?
I respect the culture at all times about how they feel and their opinions and their assumptions and what they want, because it's what they want. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's our job to change that narrative, because we got to think about it like this. Even though we may sit here and go, damn, no Summer Madness, or we finally get a gnome, this will be the opportunity for us to help them believe that, oh, okay, that's why the card like this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what the gnome is supposed to look like. This is why they getting the legends or the vets not on these cards and replacing them with the new era, because this is the new wave of battle rap and this is what we want to hear. So I think it's more so just changing that narrative for them, because it's either we ain't been on it enough, or we got those opportunities and dropped the ball, was keeping them in that mindset of like, oh, we don't want to see this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's all it is for me. It's about showing and proving, and keep knocking it in their head, because, just like the vets and the legends get it from the ground up, they put in years of pain so fans can, to this day, say, nah, we want to see them. We got to give them that same effect. They're entitled to that opinion. It ain't like they got that opinion because they're being biased or they're being hated. This is what they knew. This is what they're accustomed to. So now we got to give them something new. We got to give them something that they're accustomed to. And it got to be consistent. That's the only fucked up part. It got to be consistent. You can't just be spotty and hand in. You got to make them believers. Make them believers so that way they can back up their opinion. When they go to bat for you, they need all these consistent battles and performances to go to bat for you. So that's my take on that.
Yo, DNA, I also feel though that we need to change the perception of what a main event is, bro. Like, I understand that people looking at this card like night of main event, so every card should be quote unquote a star-studded card matchup. But at the same time, it's like y'all have had these main events the last couple of events, and it has not turned out the way that I thought. And so my thing is like, a main event should be, yo, I know these two dudes are going to give me a high quality battle. I know these two dudes have been cooking on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was Swamp or T-Top, whether it was Loso, Jerry, Av, or Fonz, you may not have been asking for the battle per se, but when you sit back and look at the work that they've been putting in, that should get you tuning in, because you know you don't want to miss that battle.
Right.
Unfortunately, we just had the 2-on-2 with Mook and Twerk and T-Top and stuff like that. It didn't turn out the way, like, everybody was upset. But when it was announced on the card, everybody was going crazy just because of the names. At the end of the day, I think, let's change the perception of what a main event is. It's not who has the most followers on Twitter and then come in and go ahead and match them up. It's like, yo, who's been putting in the work this year? These are the main events. And if you look at the caffeine era, These are the dudes who've been putting it on their back. And for the fans at home, ask yourself, bro, who's been entertaining you these last couple of months? Who's been putting out the great content for you the last couple of months? Last year. So if it's us, then go ahead and let us get on this card and reward y'all. Reward us for rewarding y'all.
Right.
I feel you. Let me ask you this, because they in the chat right now. They saying this is one of the main reasons why I guess they like battles with the older guys or battles with storylines, because they were saying like the new guys, y'all really don't talk shit. Like in these face-offs or when it's time to promo, y'all really it's just, you know what I'm saying? The battles is good, but the preview before that, it does.
But DNA, the opposite is true too. Look how fire, like I'm gonna just keep it out. Look how fire Cassidy and Hitman's face-off was, right?
Yeah.
They was gonna fight, you know what I'm saying? Hitman grabbed the book bag, all that stuff. And all you hear now is how terrible the battle was. And so my thing is like, to me, face-offs, like you want to kind of like grade, obviously, cool. This is what's gonna happen. This was gonna happen. Like I saw Prep and Drugs face off, right?
Yeah, they
I was like,
wild.
all right, cool. Yo, it was a 5 face off. But if you for 1 second look at that face off and think, oh, they're gonna have a better battle than Loso and Jerry West, you out your damn mind. Like a better battle? Like is that what we talking about? A better battle?
So let me ask you this though, right? Like with Hitman and Cash, because I'm just taking what you said. Right now, no matter how people feel about the battle, that shit got like 7M, like 4, 5, 3, 4 million, all of that. So is it really a loss? Because it goes both ways. It's like they kind of won. Them talking. And
No. Hitman and Cass won. I'm talking about for the culture. I'm just going off of what the culture saying.
Yeah.
I agree that they definitely watching the battle.
Yeah.
People all over the world, because there's some people who don't. You got to think of one, it's on YouTube, and 2 people all over the world who don't even watch battle rap. They just tuning in for Cassidy or tuning in for Hitman wilding out. Yeah. So I understand that those views are those views, but if you just look at the content, the final product that they delivering to the consumer, is no way that you saying, yo, that was better than Jerry and Danny Myers or Loso and Chess. Like, it's just no way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but me personally, I think all of it goes into the package. Like it's like, yeah, we love great battles, but we also want to see niggas talk their shit so we can be hyped for the battle. Like, imagine how it would be, right? And I'm not telling you to do it because it's war tactics. Sometimes I know I don't talk shit depending on the situation, because I know that's what I got to do for the ending result. But it's like, what if the talking shit was immaculate from all the people in the new era and the battles? Then it's like, it's over.
You know what I think too, not to cut you off, and this is not like a kind of a spin or whatever, but I think 9 times out of 10, if you notice, when the most of the big battles happen, that get booked with people that either don't like each other or niggas that got a history, it get booked. And if you notice, if 2 new dudes call each other out and they want to do it on a certain platform, and at that moment they had a reason to do it and it don't get booked, they kind of don't really care to go back and forth no more. So when they do book it later down the line, it's like either they don't care no more, or maybe they messed around and developed a friendship to the point where it's like, I don't even care to even go, I just want to battle now. So sometimes I think too, like when we don't have a certain amount of pull to get the battle when we say we want it, we kind of lose that energy for it, because Rex can go online right now and say, I want to battle Swamp. He can say, I want to battle Swamp right now, and it'll get booked off GP. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit there and say, I want to battle Easy. They gonna book that when they ready. And by the time that I had that energy for that, by the time they want to book it, I'm probably not gonna have energy for that no more. So sometimes it's more so how things are promoted, when it's getting booked, the time frame. You know, we don't sit there and hold that energy all the time. It be times like even DNA. How many times are we supposed to get locked in? It's to the point where I don't want to even battle you no more. We supposed to get locked in 3 times. I don't want to battle you no more. I'm like, I'm good. I'm supposed to battle T-Top, JC, O-Red. It's to the point I don't want to battle. I don't even have energy to be like, I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? But if you was to say, you know what, let's go and do it, they'll put the green light on it and go and do it. You know what I'm saying? So when 2 big names go and do it, they do it.
But you want to know what that is too, though? All right, like the first time, you know, I already said this on the show, but I'll say it again. The first time we were supposed to battle, it was on me or whatever, because that's after I came off the Verb battle. So I was like, I didn't want to do it at the time. But I feel like if you would have made it a movie, I would have been backed in the corner to even do it or just do that. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but not necessarily.
I
Because
give
at
you a
the end
prime
of the day,
example.
if you say no, nobody's even gonna pay even that much attention.
They will if niggas making a movie. Verb, though, as high as I was in the game, Verb tried to say no. I made a movie. I made a movie out of this situation. That's what I'm saying about, like, I'm saying with promo, like what I'm saying at certain points in times, yeah, I feel like the rapping part, y'all have mastered. Like, there's nothing to discuss. I feel like I'm from the old era, but I could say a lot of niggas from the new era rap better than a lot of niggas from the old era. But I just feel like sometimes like niggas and it happened to me. Sometimes we let our pride and ego get in the way. Like, nigga, I'm putting in work. I'm not doing all this calling. I'm not doing all that, my nigga. Fuck that. Let a nigga, but that's what's gonna spark. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna spark it. Like Easy doing what he did with the diss track. Look what he caused. Even if it ain't get a battle at first with Rex, it's just a nigga's stock went up and he ain't even get in the ring. So that's what I'm saying. But I know on my end sometimes I don't talk shit either because it'd be like, I don't want to set the expectation because I know they don't like me in this situation. So if I do it, it's dead. But
DNA. Look, sometimes you're right. Like, it is a tactic or whatnot. But at the other time, I'm a firm believer. I know people disagree, but not every battle needs a face-off, bro. Every battle doesn't need a face-off.
No, I agree. Everyone doesn't.
So sometimes y'all put two guys in a face-off. Y'all just know they gonna go ahead. Like, for me, like me and Chess, it would have been a boring face-off because Chess sometimes just gets quiet there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just gonna wild out. But then there's times where I had great face-off, you know what I'm saying? Like Holmesy, I know when he battles me, there's gonna be a funny face. Jack Boy, I know Jack Boy's gonna get real disrespectful, so it's gonna be a great face-off because there's a storyline there. But for me and Vixen, me and Chess, me and Jerry, like, it's just we just gonna lock in, you know what I'm saying? Like all that other stuff, all that extra stuff, like every battle doesn't need a face-off, bro. I highly doubt if you and B Dot, how was y'all face off when you was on Champagne with the Champ?
Nah, it was terrible.
It was terrible. You still saying, like, my thing is, like, I don't, like, if somebody told me, I wouldn't expect y'all to have a great face off.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. I'm even faulting myself because then somebody else would be like, then how y'all selling it? You know what I'm saying? How y'all selling the fight? But
the resume though, DNA, that's what I'm saying. The fight is getting sold based on our last performances. Based on like what you know we gonna come with. You know what I'm saying? Like Snake Eyes always gives you a fire face off. You want him unknown? Y'all want Snake Eyes versus Gritty? That's what y'all asking for. Since y'all want a fire face off.
This nigga Loso is crazy, man. Yo, a nigga in the chat said yes.
They said, you see what I'm saying? Yep. Jerry, that's what they want, Jerry. They want Snake Eyes versus Woody. Oh no, bro, because the face-off gonna be crazy.
And that's the crazy part to me. It's like certain things work for certain people. It's weird because they'll speak on the action of what they want until the names come out. And then once the names come out, then it's like, oh, well, now it can't even be explained. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do really people want? You know what I'm saying? So, for example, like we saying about me and him going on the face, if you got to think about it, this battle was booked for style clash. You know what I'm saying? This is the style. Like, it's always a battle. People say, you know what? I wonder how this battle would go. It was one of them kind of situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there was niggas I really wanted to battle. Like, I still want to battle Rock. I still want to. It's certain people like I still want to battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I have a certain energy for. But most of the battles that be put together to make cards be battles that people say, you know what, I think y'all two would be dope. I'll get a call from somebody and go, yo, I think you and such and such should be dope. Let's book it. 9 times 10, we thinking like, well, the money good, so fuck it, let's do it. So it's not no original, you know, negative motivational instinct for us to be like, all right, right now you thinking like you need that motivation to get going, to write or whatever, and then the face off, and they feel forced, and you're gonna be like, But I do get your point though. Selling a fight is always as good as the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. The more I'm thinking about it, you got a good point, and it's right though. Because when I was coming out and watching battle rap, I loved that shit.
I did.
Even though it's more trailers than face-offs, but still, just the fact of knowing that, you know, niggas going back and forth. Yeah. So I kind of like how Smack get the face-off with Lux and Serve. I think the face-off should be like that.
No. I definitely think too, right? You're never gonna get the best face-off unless it's like real bad energy between two individuals the night before.
Or a huge storyline too.
I told Beasley that no, because the night before you locked in. this 24 hours away.
Or you just a nigga on some bullshit.
Yeah.
You just naturally on bullshit.
Yeah, unless you naturally on bullshit, but you never gonna get a good face off the night before because it's like, bro, this shit about to happen. I could just go and say what I gotta say tomorrow. So that's why we feel like the face offs gotta get done early. But I do like what you said, Jerry, about the Loso and Surf. It was more like a questionnaire. Cause you know what it is? You know what it is? All it is the energy, the vibes, and the liquor. If you got all of those three elements, a nigga gonna say he not getting crazy, all of that shit start happening.
Henny.
You gonna start getting crazy like you with A Ward. You know what I'm saying? When you was there with A Ward, I never seen you like that. You was bugging out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nigga said sit your ass down.
What you talking about, boy?
Nah, yeah, that nigga said sit your ass down. Said,
Jerry, you ain't slick, bro. I know you gonna do something with that.
About, boy? Nah,
you gonna put it on the Bluetooth. That's what he's gonna do.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That was just funny as hell. Cause I think it's too predictable. It's too predictable.
Yo, let me.
It's just funny as hell though. It's hot as a bitch. These niggas waiting for me to go on this shit.
All right, yo, I got the last question for you, Jerry. Then you can spin. Battle of the night, performance of the night, body of the night on Summer Madness. I mean Summer Madness on Gnome. My bad.
All right. What's the first one? Is performance of the night?
Yeah.
I don't want to say myself. So besides me assuming that me and Loso have it, performance of the night, I gotta look at the. Nah, there's so many damn battles on this goddamn card.
Yo, you went black right quick, Jerry.
He looking at his phone.
Oh, I did? Oh, my bad. Run it.
He looking at his phone, DNA.
Oh, okay.
Run it. Again, run the name. Run the name to me again.
All right, it's Tay-Rock and Chilla, T-Rex.
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Tay-Rock and Chilla, T-Rex and Easy, Av and Jay, me and B. Dot, Danny and Sick, JC and Fonz, Mike P and Luke Castro, T-Top and Swamp, Loso and Jerry West.
I think performance might be Luke Castro. Performance of the night might be Luke Castro. I really feel like all that he's been building up for and to get this opportunity and to actually get a great opponent, I think everything is in a working motivation for him to understand what he needs to do. And I think it's really going to be performance that, I think Luke Castro has performance.
What about Battle of the Night?
Battle of the Night. I think it's funny. I think Battle of the Night, without saying me and Loso, could be JC and Fonz. I think that back and forth is gonna be stupid. Both of them knowing what each other could do and being prepared for it. I think them two gonna have a crazy ass back and forth. I think that could be Battle of the Night.
And Body of the Night.
Body of the Night.
Where we ate last night.
Only reason why I consider this would be Body of the Night because it can go both ways. To me, in my opinion, depending on who got the gas going, Easy or Rex. I feel like it could be either one of them. I feel like that battle's gonna come down to who got the gas going.
I feel you.
Because I feel like this could be the one possibly that Rex is everything. Like Rex is gonna be in a whole different mindset, a whole different space, and at the same time, this could be easy battle to where it's like I'm really gonna be the one to let y'all see that the new era is taking completely over and we getting everybody out of here. There's no reason to bring these niggas back. So this can go either way. I feel like if it's gonna be a body tonight, it's gonna be in that battle. It's gonna be one or the other.
I'm not mad at those picks.
Loso, what about you?
I got performance of the night. I think I got. I think I got. I'm gonna go against Lou. I think I got Mike P for performance of the night only because the last couple of known performances, Mike P just been on 10. He made a good point. He really don't drop the ball at known, so I think he might have performance of the night. I think battle of the night, DC and Rum. I think DC and Rum's gonna definitely have battle of the night. 100,000 on the line. I just don't see how that battle's not gonna be what it. And the first battle was straight. You know what I'm saying? The first battle was good. So And then third, and then the body of the night is gonna be T-Rex. I mean, I think, but I got easy body in T-Rex.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad at those either.